Don't delay starting your journey any longer. Start saving for 2021 today. What's up everyone, David here with Free2Be, and thank you for joining me for this video. Now today I want to share with you guys some strategies that you can implement today to start saving more money for 2021 and beyond. Look, the New Year is upon us, and with that coming, a lot of people put in place New Year's resolutions and just plans that they want to implement for the next year, for the next 12 months and beyond. And there's nothing that says that we have to wait until 2021 to start saving for 2021. And given the pandemic this year, I know that, a lot more people are facing challenges financially, and they might not have the funds in place to overcome those obstacles. But the truth is, a lot of people who've also been wanting to save more this year have also faced challenges because they don't have the funds to do that either. That's exactly why I decided to create this video, because I want to help folks understand what they need to put in place to help themselves save more money going forward. And these are things that I've used in my life as well, so I know that they work. I know that these methods do actually work and do help you save more money. So I wanted to share that with you guys. Now, as always, before I get started, if you are new to my channel, I cover financial literacy here in an effort to track my progress to financial independence. And hopefully by doing that, I'm creating valuable content that others can use in their journey to financial independence as well. So if you're new to the channel or haven't done so already, please take a minute and just click the subscribe button down below. It's a completely free action to take, and it really does help support the channel. And if you're not new and joining me for another video, welcome back. All right, so like I said, one of the things that we've really learned from this pandemic is how important an emergency fund is to our lives, especially those of us who have faced financial challenges this year. We've come to understand that, hey, it's not all fluff when people tell us to, save 3 to 6 months worth of, living expenses in case of a financial emergency. Because even if, we stay healthy our entire lives and we're fortunate enough to, have some stability with finances, there are things that are completely out of our control, like a once-in-a-generation pandemic. And while a lot of people have realized that they don't actually have enough of an emergency fund, people that have been trying to scramble to create one have been struggling as well, because a lot of people have also not had those funds available to them. Deposits in terms of savings accounts have decreased tremendously this year. So how do you begin? How do you prepare the journey to start saving more in 2021 and beyond? And that's exactly what we're about to get into. And all 4 of these things that I cover are going to be important things, so make sure you watch this whole video. So the first thing you're going to want to do is not something that is, revolutionary or never heard of before. You're going to want to create a savings plan. And what a savings plan allows you to do is determine how much you need to be able to sustain your current living expenses. Now, I'm not talking about your current lifestyle. If you were to face a financial hardship, you don't get to keep doing the same things you'd be doing normally with, the extra income you have. You have to really boil this down to the nuts and bolts of what you need to survive. Housing costs, food, insurance, things like this that are essential to living, those are the minimums you have to identify and incorporate into your savings plan. Now, once you've figured out that bottom line, once you've figured out that number, the next thing you're going to want to do is basically calculate it out where you can have a sum that's equal to 3 to 6 months worth. Personally, I think it's better to target 6 months worth of savings, especially if you've never put a savings plan in place before. But I think 3 months will do to get you started too. And I think once you see the results from savings for like creating a 3-month emergency nest egg, that'll also kind of motivate you more to go and save an additional 3 months, making it ultimately a nice little 6-month safety net. And once you've created a savings plan and understand what it is you need, the next step is really like a part B to this plan, and that's just to start contributing any cash that you have. Any extra money that you come across, any extra money that you have through your paycheck, anything like side hustle money that you might make, you might sell things, whatever extra funds you have, throw it at this savings account. Now, the second step to the process is really making that investment into that account an easier process for you. Yes, it's nice to take any extra cash you have at the end of the month and put it towards the savings plan, but that's not really the best approach to take. The approach you want to take is to throw money at the savings account first. And the best way you can do that is to find checking accounts or solutions that allow you to automatically contribute to this savings account. And by doing that, you're basically paying yourself first, which again is not really a novel idea, but in practice, it's something that does take some dedication and hard work to work on, because you're going to think that maybe you should be paying all your bills first and then putting money aside in savings, when in actuality, if you really want to achieve some financial stability in your life, you have to flip it around and pay yourself first. Now, once you've done those two steps, the next piece is finding a savings account that will actually give you the highest amount of returns in terms of interest. And honestly, from my experience, most of these savings accounts exist online exclusively. And there's no issue with having online only accounts. Just make sure that it's from a reputable bank that is FDIC insured so that your money is safe. And also, another advantage of having an online only account is that you're not tempted to have easy access to your funds. If you need your money, usually it takes 3 to 5 business days to transfer it to a checking account or to another account from your online account. And unless you go and request a debit card from this type of online institution, you really will not have immediate access to those funds, which can be super helpful when you're trying to build an emergency fund. And the fourth step you want to take in the saving plan journey is to avoid any kind of account, whether it's your checking account or savings account, that charges you enormous fees. Like, banking fees should be a thing of the past. There was a time where checking accounts would charge you $24 a month or $12 a month to sustain your account and basically manage it for you, but those things should be a thing of the past. If your checking account or savings account is charging you a monthly maintenance fee or any other kind of fee, get rid of that account, because that's just eating away at your bottom line. Think about it. If you're paying $30 a month to maintain a checking and savings account, that's money that you are not going to be able to save. And that adds up. That's almost like $390, $400 a month of just fees you're paying to these institutions. So cut that out completely. Use that money elsewhere. Look for accounts that are free to own and operate. And that's basically it, guys. Those are the 4 steps that you want to implement going into the new year to help you save more in 2021. Look, I get it. It's been tough, definitely a tough year, and has had financial challenges for everyone. Personally, I've been affected. I know friends and family that have been affected, and I'm sure a lot of you have been affected by it as well. But that doesn't mean that you should be putting aside any kind of financial goals you have or any kind of good practices to put in place to ensure that in the future, if this were to happen again, you'd be in a much more comfortable place. And it's all baby steps. Again, it's not like you're going to be able to flick a switch and start saving, thousands of dollars right away, but you snowball it. You start by saving a couple $100s in your first month. Then the next month, you maybe throw in a couple $100s more. And before you know it, you're cutting out expenses and really focusing on building this savings fund. And it might take about a year to get it going, but you know what? It's definitely worth sticking to the plan. And trust me when I tell you, there's no better feeling than that feeling of financial security and having that emergency fund available to you should something go wrong. All right, guys, well, that's all I had for this video. I hope that you enjoyed the tips that I shared. It doesn't matter where we are in our financial journey. I know that 2021, I'm confident that it'll be a better year. And taking these little steps and saving more, cutting out expenses, this will all help us get to our financial goals, whether that's financial independence, financial stability. Implementing little things like this will really help. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you have any other strategies or tips for saving or increasing your savings, let me know that in the comments down below. If you are new to the channel or haven't done so already, please take a moment and just click the subscribe button. Again, it's a completely free action and it really does help support the channel, and we'll see you next time.